Welcome. First of all, graduates, I'm going to excuse myself for having you back. Please know this message is for Good afternoon, and welcome to the 81st Annual Commencement Ceremony. Graduates, it is both a pleasure and an honor to have this opportunity to share a few words with you and to celebrate your accomplishments today. You are gifted scholars, athletes, artists, musicians, community volunteers, and most importantly, amazing and capable young adults. You have earned these accolades through hard work, perseverance, and dedication. It is my hope that you are as proud of your accomplishments as your family, friends, and educators are. Throughout your experience at Alfred-Almond, you have been part of something larger than yourself. You have been part of a community led by an amazing group of people. I hope you will join me in offering gratitude to your families, the Board of Education, administration, faculty, and staff for their continued dedication, guidance, and support, which has been vital to your success. They are truly an amazing group of individuals who have created a community with an ethic of care to help young people, such as yourselves, learn and grow. Know that they will always be with you and that each of you are important and have a gift to give the world. As I reflected on what I wanted to share with you today, I was conflicted. Do I mention the pandemic that has altered the end of your high school career? Or do I purposefully ignore it and focus on the skills you've learned, the character you've developed, and what I hope for your future? My first inclination was to simply accentuate the positives and the important role you will play in our ever-changing world and ignore the pandemic. But by doing so, I felt as if I wasn't respecting you enough to acknowledge something that was obviously affecting you deeply. Your class of 2020 is likely to be remembered as the most famous class in school. You will have a unique story to tell throughout your life about the circumstances of your senior year. You've probably heard your parents or grandparents talk about their long walks to school, uphill both ways, or at least I have. But you will be able to tell the tale of surviving Zoom classes, social distancing, and adapting to what school was and what it became overnight. Not to mention, you have the best senior skip day ever. It's true that you are entering this new phase of your life at a daunting time, but how you respond to this circumstance is more important, more defining, more lasting than the circumstance itself. Remind yourselves that when faced with adversity and the unknown, it is most productive to respond with positivity and perseverance. After all, it's how we respond that measures our character, resolve, and ultimately our outcome. You are inheriting a world that has already proven that progress is possible, but it doesn't happen by accident or fate. It is the result of people just like you who make a commitment that whatever else they do with their lives, they will contribute to making the world a better place. When I realized your two biggest launches into life had taken place in the midst of tragedies, it gave me reason to pause. You were born when the world was grieving over 9/11, and you are graduating as the world grieves over a pandemic. I wish to offer you reassurance that the world that awaits you is an amazing, loving, beautiful place and is waiting for you with open arms. I'm incredibly proud of you, graduates. Your poise, maturity, and grace during this time of uncertainty is an inspiration to us all. There is a well-known quote that reminds us, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. I encourage you to embrace the storms that come into your life. Dance in the rain like no one is watching. Never lose hope, and always find the positives, even under the darkest of skies. You were made for this. You are Alfred-Almond Eagles. Soar proudly, and don't forget, you always have a landing spot here. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Much like a majority of my homework, I didn't finish the speech until the morning before it was due, so I'm going to try my best. Since I have the opportunity to make a speech at all, I want to be the one teaching the lessons this time. But first, in order to do so, I have to give some backstory. The first time I ever attended a high school graduation was at the end of my 9th grade year. When I wasn't playing graduation music, I was very bored. Suddenly, the salutatorian walked up to the stand and started his speech. I was immediately starstruck, but also quite confused. I probably didn't know what the word salutatorian meant at the time. Later on, I found out that, get this, if you manage to get the highest GPA in your class, you get to speak in front of a giant crowd of people. I crave attention like any other teenager, so this immediately became my primary goal in high school. And trust me when I say that I had some work to do. I was never a terrible student, but I was really slacking in ninth grade. Despite all odds, and there were a lot of odds, I managed to jump 10 places in my class rank over the course of about 2 years. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of caffeine to get there. Fast forward to 2020, and here I am, finally giving my speech. It may not be the giant crowd that I had hoped for, but it's still a great opportunity to talk to your cars. Now that the backstory is taken care of, I can share my 3 life lessons with you all. These are probably the most important things I learned in high school. First of all, your motivation can come from anywhere, even from watching a random classmate speak at a graduation ceremony. Second of all, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. As long as you put in the effort, you'll get there. And finally, third place is always something to be proud of. I technically came in third place, but I still got to make a speech. I definitely have to thank the co-valedictorians for being tied, though. To conclude, I want to say that I'm unbelievably proud of how far I've come, and I'm not ashamed to say so. I kept working hard even when it felt like the world was against me. My source of motivation may have been unconventional, but it paid off. I honestly wasn't sure if I would make it this far, but now I know that my life is just beginning.
Salutatorian Jake Schultz at the 2020 Alfred-Almond Central graduation.
On my own, through the dark, through the dawn, and on through the dark. It's still the right thing. It's the day of the day of my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that's redesigned. But then I the brightest colors in my head. I'm living dreams that keep me away. I think of what the world could keep. I'm vision of the one I see. I'm living dreams in all that's ahead. I'm living dreams for the world that's unmade. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled. You think so far away. Special things I compile, just one day to make you smile. On a rainy day. It's the day of unfading. It's the day of mine. I don't care if it's all the same. No way to love is the brightest colors in my head. My million things keep me away. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams of all that's ahead. For the love we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along. To the world you see, to the love I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes. Every night I lie in bed, beside you coming to my head. Million dreams that seem to be away. Million dreams, but you don't want to belong to me. I'm thinking of the one I see. A million dreams is all that's gonna change. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. The world we're gonna make.
Good afternoon. A few weeks ago, when Mrs. Van Lucy personally appeared in my driveway alongside the Alfred-Almond Eagle mascot, I knew something was up. I was thrilled when she told me I have the honor of being co-valedictorian. This is great, I thought. I get to be a co-valedictorian, and I don't have to give a speech. This public gatherings will surely be canceled. Well, she quickly corrected me by saying, "You're not off the hook. You will still make a speech." She didn't leave me any guidelines, so I did what anyone would do. I Googled it. I found lots of suggestions about looking toward the future, telling hilarious stories about the past, etc., etc. But then I thought, I don't need Google because I'm a member of the class of 2020, an innovative and unique graduating class. Over the last few months, we've overcome new challenges, and are even graduating in a way that no one has before. But I do find it strangely comforting that you are all confined to your cars. So let me just tell you a few things I learned at Alfred-Almond. Number one, the first day of school is always the worst day of school. Even though the first day is nerve-wracking and stressful because it's unfamiliar, it does get better. I know we will all face first days after high school, in college, at work, and in anything else we may do. Even if it's uncomfortable to do something new or unfamiliar, we will persevere and achieve our goals. Number two, there are always people who will care for you. When I started at Alfred-Almond in 5th grade, I was scared. And my classmates and teachers helped me feel more comfortable and eventually succeed. I definitely would not be where I am now if it was not for my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Agnello, and classmates who welcomed me and helped me overcome my first day nervousness. Number three, competition leads to improvement. I've lost far more competitions than I've won. But I've learned that the goal is not always winning. Competition drives us to be even better. Being competitive in a subject, sport, or game allows you to grow, become better, and eventually succeed and thrive. Number four, be enthusiastic about learning new things. Showing interest in something new, even if you have no previous knowledge of it, can help you discover a subject you're passionate about. Being enthusiastic and interested in something unknown is scary at first, but it will help you to ultimately succeed. Lastly, number five, grades aren't everything. I thought grades were everything for probably all of school, and I now realize that focusing on academics too much takes away from other aspects of high school. Although they are important to have, getting good grades shouldn't cost you opportunities to make memories with your friends. Before I conclude, I would like to thank all of my inspiring, hardworking, and thoughtful teachers who helped me learn and grow both academically and as a person. Thank you to my friends whom I have made unforgettable memories with. You are driven, amiable, and always there for me. Your competitive, caring, and exciting personalities have helped me become the person I am today. Thank you to my parents and siblings who cheered me on and supported me throughout my high school education. Finally, I wish the class of 2020 good luck and know that we will all achieve our goals through hard work and perseverance, even as the world faces uncertainty. So in conclusion, I request your participation. If you think the Alfred-Almond faculty and staff have prepared the class of 2020 to do great things, then please honk your horn right now. Oh, yeah? Okay. I don't know how I can follow that. That was really good. Hello. I'm so glad we could all be here in person today. I think I speak for the whole class of 2020 when I say thank you to Miss St. Lucie and all other AA administrators that contributed to making this possible. We are truly grateful for all you have done for us. Again, I think I speak for the class of 2020 when I say thank you to all the teachers for always pushing us to do better and supporting us along the way. On a more personal note, there are a few teachers that are very important to me that I think deserve some special thanks. Mrs. Bensley, thank you for absolutely everything. You went above and beyond in all your duties as a teacher and a math team leader. Your dedication to your students and endless hours of hard work encourages me to work harder every day. Senorita Byrne, thank you for always putting up with my shenanigans and letting me draw all over your chalkboards when I got bored in study hall. You were always ready with a cheerful hola in the halls, and I really appreciate that. Senora Almond, though you were only my teacher for 1 year, you made a tremendous impact. You taught me how to work. I remember one day after school complaining to my parents that you had assigned us homework for which you hadn't taught us everything we needed to know in class. My parents saw the textbook beside me and asked if I had looked in there. Before that, it had never occurred to me that I could be responsible for my own learning. Along with the earth-shattering revelation that textbooks aren't meant to just sit on a shelf, you taught me to study. When you handed us our first vocab list of words to memorize, I was aghast. I was sure I couldn't memorize all those words in the time you gave us. But lo and behold, once I actually sat down and put in the time to study them, I learned them. The work ethic that you taught me in 7th grade is going to help me through the rest of my life. So thank you. This wind does not want me to speak. Okay. Miss Hartnett, I was very hesitant to sign up. Miss Hartnett, I was very hesitant to sign up for your anatomy and physiology class at the beginning of this year because, as most of you know, I'm quite squeamish. I'm so glad that I decided to sign up. I absolutely never got bored in class. Your teaching style, paired with the material, always kept me interested and curious. In true anatomy and physiology style, your enthralling class helped keep me from catching senioritis too soon in the year. Thank you for all your dedication to teaching that class. Last but not least, Mrs. Woofter. Though sadly you were never my teacher, you have still been able to make a great impact on my life. I have absolutely loved the 2 years helping out in your classroom. Coming down to the elementary was always the highlight of my day, and I'm going to miss it so very much. Thank you for showing me patience and dedication. I hope that I can become as great a teacher as you are. Again, thank you to all the teachers of AA. You got us to this point. I would also like to thank all the staff of Alfred-Almond for keeping the school running. We wouldn't be here graduating today without all your hard work. Now on to congratulations. I'd like to congratulate my co-valedictorian, Shannon Heinig, and the salutatorian, Jake Schultz. Shannon, we have been practically attached to the hip since 6th grade. You pushed me to do better, and I in turn pushed you to do better, and look where we ended up. I know you're going to do great things in life. Jake, I have known you for even longer than I've known Shannon. You really are very special. You always know how to cheer someone up when they're sad or calm someone down when they're mad. Your people skills, paired with your intelligence, are going to take you far in life. I look forward to seeing you on Broadway someday. Class of 2020. Class of 2020. We did it. Hard to believe, isn't it? As we continue our education or enter the workforce, we must be mindful of the fact that as time passes, we take on more political and social responsibility. I encourage the class of 2020 to be informed voters who use their votes and voice to promote equality in this country and throughout the world. I believe that treating others with respect and kindness is a keystone to building a meaningful life. Let's all strive to help those in need, build people up when they're feeling down, and treat everyone, regardless of our differences, with the respect they deserve. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Lauren Kelly there, the co-valedictorians this year, Lauren Kelly and Shannon Heinig.
It is my pleasure presenting the Pat Fasano Sportsmanship Award this afternoon. Pat was a fellow classmate of Alfred-Almond's class of 74 who passed away much too soon. Pat was a lover of sports, a competitor, a team player, an encourager, and most importantly, a friend to all. While at Alfred-Almond, he exhibited exemplary sportsmanship and selfless devotion to his team and his school. This trophy I'm about to present is based on these principles. Chosen by the seniors themselves, this deserving graduate has exhibited strength of character, gracefulness, keenness of vision, and powers of flight as represented by this majestic Eagle Trophy. The classmate chosen to receive the 2020 Pat Fasano Sportsmanship Award is Isaac Little. The Ernie and Flossie Moore Scholarship is given to a student-athlete that will be attending college in the fall and competing in the sport there. Mr. Moore was a former athletic director, coach, and bus driver for almost 50 years at Alfred-Almond. His wife, Flossie, assisted with many events and enjoyed watching the students' competitions. This year, there were some excellent candidates. The family is pleased to announce that the All-Greater Rochester and First Team All-Star State cross-country track runner Jeremiah is the recipient of 2020. Paul Sherritt was a member of the class of 2010. His family created this award to recognize a graduating senior who has a positive outlook on life and is a friend to all. It gives me great pleasure to present you the 2020 recipients of the Paul M. Sherritt Memorial Award. The two recipients are Paul Drake and Paige Thenier. The J. Michael Brace Scholarship is awarded to an Alfred-Almond senior who has exhibited the characteristics of leadership, character, and citizenship, both athletically and academically. This year, it gives me great pleasure to award the J. Michael Brace Scholarship to Logan Brown. The Alfred-Almond Teachers Association would like to honor and remember Bonnie Bowman, an art teacher and association member for 22 years at Alfred-Almond Central School. Bonnie was an impeccable educator to her students, a valued friend to all her colleagues, and is described by her family as inclusive, compassionate, and creative. In memory of Bonnie's dedication to her service to the Alfred-Almond Teachers Association, the Alfred-Almond school community, and the students whose lives she impacted, the Alfred-Almond Teachers Association is providing a one-time scholarship in memory of her to a 2020 graduating senior, a class that Bonnie was the advisor of. The recipient of the Bonnie Bowman Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is Isabella Powell. The Alfred-Almond Teachers Association presents a scholarship to a deserving senior who is entering the field of education or a degree in helping profession. This year, we're proud to present the award to Lucy Lee. Andrew Marlott was a 2000 graduate of Alfred-Almond and a three-sport athlete throughout high school. Student athletes were selected from a list of nominations that were provided by each varsity coach. The student athlete must possess the following: leadership, sportsmanship, respect for coaches, teammates, officials, and opponents, and be maintaining a passing average, and attend either a 2- or full-year school full-time or enter the armed services. The first recipient of this year's scholarship goes to Logan Brown. The second recipient of this year's scholarship goes to Isaac Little. The David L. Wallace Memorial honors the memory of Dave Wallace, a longtime member of the Andover Volunteer Fire Department, who was also active in the Allegheny County Fire Service. He was deeply concerned for his fellow firefighters and their families. Applicants must at least have one parent who was an active fireman in Allegheny County, submit an essay on what volunteer service means to me, and plan to attend a school of higher learning. This is a $500 cash award presented to Jordan Ormsby.
Congratulations, 2020 seniors. This year celebrates the 60th year of the Alfred-Almond Alumni Association. The Alumni Association is an organization of former students, faculty, and staff, as well as friends of Alfred-Almond Central School. The alumni proudly show their gratitude with generous donations, and because of this are able today to award $41,000 in scholarship awards to 19 seniors. The criteria for the scholarships include leadership, character, reputation, academic effort, service to the community, and involvement in extracurricular, in-school, and non-school activities. Also strongly considered in the selection process is the question, will this person be a good ambassador for Alfred-Almond Central School? The first scholarship that's being awarded today is the Rachel Amato Baldo Tom Murphy Memorial Scholarship. It was established in 2010 by their classmate, Dr. Glenn Feltham, class of 1984. This scholarship honors the memory of Rachel and Tom, who were members of the class of 1984, and is given to a senior who will be entering a healthcare field. The Rachel Amato Baldo Tom Murphy Memorial Scholarship, in the amount of $2,500, is awarded to Shannon Heinig. The Greg Norton Memorial Scholarship was started in 2011 and initially funded by Scott Yell in memory of his classmate Greg Norton, class of 1986. Greg was a fine athlete and was well liked by all. Greg lost his life in a car accident in August of 1988. He was inducted as a charter member of the Alfred-Almond Sports Hall of Fame in 1990. This scholarship is awarded to one Alfred-Almond Central School senior who participated in 2 sports for 4 consecutive years while displaying outstanding leadership qualities such as integrity, courage, sense of humor, competence, and discipline. The Greg Norton Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 is awarded to Logan Brown. The Juanita Whitaker Poulos Memorial Scholarship was established by her sons in 2006 to honor their mother, who was an AACS music teacher in the 1950s and 60s. For nearly 4 decades, she made a lasting impression in this area by serving as a teacher of music and piano, as an organist and a choir director, and also as a performing artist. This year, 2 seniors who have been involved in the fine arts at AACS will be honored. The Juanita Whitaker Poulos Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 is awarded to Jake Schultz and Logan Whitall. Beginning in 2016, graduating seniors had a chance to apply for a new scholarship established with a gift from Michael Wenslow, class of 78, and his sisters Cynthia and Amy to honor their mother, the late Ann Wenslow. The scholarship, designated the Ann Wenslow Memorial Scholarship, is presented annually to an Alfred-Almond graduating senior for their outstanding service to the Alfred and or Almond communities outside of school-sponsored functions. The recipient Wenslow Award in the amount of $1,000 is Isaac Little. 15 seniors will be receiving the Alumni Association Founder Scholarship. Gene Hanks Cometer and Dale LaRoe were instrumental in organizing the Alumni Association in 1960. They worked diligently to build the association up through the years. These scholarships are each in the amount of $2,000. The recipients are Faith Agnello, Celeste Badeau, Colton Cook, Laertes Cushing, Benjamin Deutsch, Amy Evingham, Annabelle Hildreth, Lauren Kelly, Lucy Lee, Isaac Little, Noah Napolitano, Will Tormey, Edward Cindy Wildrick Cole, Elizabeth Yonda, and Grace Yarnell. Congratulations to all of you and parents. Please be sure to open your scholarship packets right away. The Alumni Association is very proud of all the graduating seniors and is providing everyone with a special gift. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020 of Alfred-Almond Central School. It's my pleasure to present the Maple City Savings and Loan Award. This award is given to a graduating senior who has demonstrated good character, school spirit, citizenship and participated in community and school activities. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient is Lauren Kelly. The Servview Federal Credit Union Award is a cash reward. It is presented to a graduating senior who has shown responsibility, cooperation, and concern for her community. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient is Shannon Heinig. Each year, the Alfred Lions Club presents 2 scholarships to our graduating seniors. These scholarships are in recognition of seniors with the highest average who plan on furthering their education at Alfred University and Alfred State College. It is my pleasure to present the scholarship to Benjamin Deutsch, who will be attending Alfred University, and Amy Evingham, who will be attending Alfred State College. At this time, I will present the candidates for graduation to Mrs. Nadine Shardlow, the Board of Education Vice President. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma with honor and mastery in math for Lauren Isabel Kelly. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma with honor and mastery in math and science for Shannon Andrea Heinig. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma with honor and mastery in math and science for Jake Schultz. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Faith Marie Agnello. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Celeste R. Badeau. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Baden Samuel Briggs. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Logan Marie Brown. A New York State Regents Diploma for Sarah Christine Buck. A New York State Regents Diploma for Emily G. Campbell. New York State Regents Diploma for Colton G. Cook. A New York State Local Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Joseph A. Crossan. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Laritace Clay Hashuko Cushing. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Caleb J. Daly. A New York State Regents Diploma for Morgan Davidson. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma with Honor for Benjamin Edward Dory. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Paul E. Drake. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma with Honor and Mastery in Science for Logan Sage Elizabeth Empson. A New York State Regents Diploma for Amy Lynn Evingham. A New York State Regents Diploma with Honor and Mastery in Math for Jeremiah Habib Ford. A New York State Regents Diploma for Christopher S. J. Francis. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Kelly Lynn Lucia. A New York State Regents Diploma for Elizabeth Rose Geiger. A New York State Regents Diploma for Alexander Nicole Hall. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Annabelle Marie Hildreth. A New York State Advanced Regents Diploma for Lucy Annabelle Lee. A New York State Regents Diploma for Isaac Little. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for M. Caden Ludden. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Kyle Gordon Margison. A New York State Regents Diploma for Brittany Marie Minder. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Noah D. Napolitano. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Jordan Taylor Ormsby. A New York State Local Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Riley Cat Ormsby. A New York State Regents Diploma for Zachary Noah Patterson. A New York State Regents Diploma for Isabella Glendora Powell. A New York State Regents Diploma with Career and Technical Education Endorsement for Nicholas J. Robertshaw. A New York State Regents diploma for Paige Senior. A New York State Advanced Regents diploma with honor and mastery in science for William Patrick Tormey. A New York State Regents diploma with career and technical education endorsement for Alexis Elaine Watson. A New York State Advanced Regents diploma for Logan Kennedy Whitall.
Yes, bring me!
A New York State Advanced Regents diploma with honor and mastery in math and science for E. Sidney Wildrick Cole. A New York State Advanced Regents diploma for Riley J. Winters. A New York State Advanced diploma for Elizabeth May Yonda. A New York State Advanced Regents diploma for Grace Yarnell. Ladies and gentlemen, my distinct pleasure and privilege to present to you the 2020 graduating class of Alfred-Almond Central School. We will be dismissing our graduates one at a time. We offer this as a way for you also to give one more time applause and recognition to each of our graduates as they leave. We thank you for this wonderful ceremony and recognition. At this time, please join me in saying goodbye and all our best to Lauren Kelly. All our best to Shannon Heinig. Join me in wishing well to Jake Schultz. below. Hey, and let's wish our best to Celeste Bedeau. All our best to Baden Briggs. And let's wish our best to Logan Brown. All our best wishes to Sarah Butts. We wish you well, Emily Campbell. Please join me in wishing our best to Colton Cook. All of our best to Joseph Crossan. Please join me in wishing our best to Larry Cushing. And all our best to Caleb Daly. Let's hear it for Morgan Davidson. Wish all our best to Benjamin Deutsch. And we wish our best to Zachary Patterson. We wish our best to Grace Yarnell. And let's wish our best to Elizabeth Yonda. Please join me in wishing our best to Riley Winters. And all our best to Logan Woodall. We wish our best to Alexis Watson. All our best to William Torme. We wish all our best to Paige Senior. Please join me in wishing our best for Nicholas Robertshaw. And all our best to Isabella Powell. We wish all our best to Riley Ormsby. Join me in wishing our best to Jordan Ormsby. And all our best to Noah Napolitano. We wish all our best to Brittany Mender. Let's hear it for Kyle Murchison. Join me in wishing all our best to Michael Caden Ludden. We wish all our best to Isaac Little. Join me in wishing our best for Lucy Lee. All our best to Annabelle Hildreth. Join me in wishing our best to Alexandra Hall. All our best to Elizabeth Geiger. We send all our best off with Kelly Galusha. Join me in wishing our best to Christopher Francis. All our best for Jeremiah Ford. And all our best for Amy Evingham. We wish all our best for Logan Say Jensen. And last but certainly not least, Paul Drake. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020.
Thank you.